This is IGN. A rough around the edges life simulator with a striking art style and some promising ideas. This is your IGN review of Paralives Early Access by Sarah Thwaites. If you're a fan of life simulators, you've no doubt heard critics, developers, influencers, and all manner of social media savvy people wax lyrical about the complexity of creating a compelling social simulation. While its early access start has a lot of room to grow before it slays the reigning king of the genre, Paralives is certainly on its way. Your time in Paralives begins on a train, with a quick tutorial for how to, as god of this world, handpick the actions of the parafolk, the name Paralives gives to its digital citizens. You'll initially do so with pre-designed families, but if you'd rather get straight into the nitty-gritty of people pottery like me, you can also create your own household via the Paramaker mode right away. Comparable in layout to The Sims 4's Create a Sim, the Paramaker mode splits avatar creation into three main sections: appearance, clothing, and personality. From here, you can curate the look of your digital person through a selection of prefab facial and body features, dress them in stylish garb, and finally choose what kind of digiperson they'll be with various traits. There is also the option to fine-tune your creation using your mouse to tug and drag at anchor points to twist up their features like putty. It's a reactive and rewarding process, particularly if you're working from a reference photo. There aren't a great deal of options for customization just yet, though it's clear there's been a particular effort made to replicate the diversity of the real world with what's available. Hair presets span a variety of textures, including straight, wavy, curly, and coily. Plus, there's an option to select hearing aids and prosthetic legs. What's more, you can layer items like piercings, jewelry, and tattoos to really amp up your character's personality. No matter what you pick, Paralives' standout art style evokes the nostalgia of classic Telltale games like The Wolf Among Us. This dynamic comic book approach is not only easy on the eyes, it also helps details like wrinkles, facial hair, and eyelashes really pop. That's particularly true as your parafolk emote and perform actions like cooking or scrolling on their phone while ignoring their chores. Hey, they're just like me for real. Rounding out the start of each new family, you'll also need to choose a specific storyteller, which is a unique mechanic that will dictate the difficulty of your day-to-day life. Storytellers dole out cards every dawn that cause random events to happen in the lives of your parafolk. Once you have your household, the next step is to find a home, which once again gives you the choice between a pre-designed estate or an empty block with a budget to spend on all the essential amenities, like beds, bath, and beyond. Similar to the Paramaker, Paralives' build mode currently has a fairly limited pool of items and options, but there's at least enough customizability here to keep you busy building for hours on end. In construction mode, you erect walls, add windows and doors, and then decorate the space with a selection of modern interior options. It's an approachable process, thanks in part to a toggleable snap tool that ensures your architecture is balanced and beautiful. Still, cowboy builders need not worry, as there's plenty of room to get weird with it too, and Paralives isn't keen to hold you to any building code. While renovating your space, you can place items almost anywhere you'd like. This customization is a double-edged sword though. While beautiful, much of the world isn't actually interactable. Moment-to-moment survival comes down to meeting a few basic needs: hygiene, hunger, sleep, and the toilet. Achieving these needs is a constant uphill battle, though failing them so badly that you die isn't so easy either. As with real life, parafolks' days are split between working a job that pays the bills, toying around with home appliances, and chatting with the locals to try and make friends. Here, Paralives has opted for a refreshingly alternate approach. Instead of selecting another character and choosing a conversation topic, you'll need the parafolk to interact long enough to fill a conversation meter. From there, you'll have a small pool of subjects to choose from, which includes asking other parafolk if they're single in a flirtatious way, telling jokes, and chatting about general life events. Alas, not even expert helicopter parents can keep everything in check, and across my time with Paralives, I fell prey to the inevitable chaos of an early access life simulator. One day, during some routine cupcake baking, my house burned down because the firefighters kept spawning just outside my front door without being able to step through it. Soon after, another of my households got stuck in some kind of viral loop, circulating a sickness through the entire family like a never-ending, festering plague. Still, Paralives hides plenty of potential behind a smattering of bugs and some mechanical simplicity. Its early access debut is already packed with personality, thanks in part to a gorgeous soundtrack and a unique cel-shaded art style. This newcomer feels like a much-needed breath of fresh air in a genre that's been dominated by a singular series for so long. Paralives' IGN score? 7 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest updates on Paralives, Sims, and other life simulation games, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.